What's everyone, how we all doing out there? Hope you're not doing too shabby. A few more little things out there real quick in the ether. You guys like that song? It might restart itself here in a second here. There it goes. Oh, good. It's a good 2-minute song just to relax and chill out with. I'll do one more to connect with the other video. Which one's over here? The self-promo area is pretty obvious here. Folks, you know. When I get hard, I don't want to all over the country to find out what the self-promo section is like. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Hey, what? How you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. We're doing good out there, everybody. Out here, a little bit more situated. Turn down the background music over here. There, right. Let's see what Charlie Kirk's been up to here. I might have seen this video already, but I'm not sure here. Has the audio and the video look okay? Is it passable? I think it's passable. Oh wow, 5 or 6 people popped in the chat there. I appreciate it, guys and girls. Let me check and see where you guys are all from. 3 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch, 2 on Twitter. That just means they just breeze through it. So anyway, thanks for watching, hanging. Let's check this out. Make it a little bit bigger here so you guys can see. And bigger than me.
Years growing up and like hearing all the negativity about water, just I'll spin a brain like listening. People have to aim for the body of water that was formerly called the Gulf of Mexico. Oh.
America, baby!
The Gulf of America.
I think I have seen this one.
All right. Do you also agree with the renaming of the mountain in Alaska that is known as either Mount McKinley or Denali? Do you agree of Donald Trump's renaming of, or I should say President Trump's renaming of that back to Mount McKinley?
I'm generally sympathetic. I can see where you're probably going with this line of questioning, and we'll see how astute you are.
And Doug. Silly advertisements. Gen Z knows nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Do something else here in a second here, but
Curious to see what your opinion is.
No, it's fine. There's a no, it's okay. There's a third question you could ask that would be pretty smart. But go ahead.
It's a name. A name's a name. I'm planning on becoming a teacher, so
no, it's fine. Maybe you're not going there. That's fine.
Please no.
Yeah. If it says Gulf of America, I'll play Gulf of America, Gulf of Mexico, just the Gulf, whatever it is. It's a name's a name. I'm sure you here in Oklahoma probably still call what is now today Hurricane Harbor. I'm sure some of y'all still call it Whitewater Bay. So a name's a name. I was just curious about that. Your opinion on that. It's a pleasure to meet you, Charlie, and
okay,
I'm glad that I could come out to meet you.
Thank you. Let me just say one thing. A name is a name, but name should reflect meaning. And so if a name fails to reflect meaning, then that name should be either reconsidered or brought back to the root. Many of our ancestors, their last name would actually be either their profession or the tribe that they were part of. For example, yes, Abraham.
That's my last name. My last name translates to free person in Czech.
Oh, well, very good. So Abraham means father of nation, by the heel because he was born literally by the heel, or usurper. Isaac means laugh because Sarah laughed at the idea of having him. So names actually used to really mean something. And I love this idea of bringing naming back to meaning. It's not just semantics. Semantics literally means meaning in its original Greek. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it, Charlie.
Question.
Congrats,
Thank
Wyatt.
Hi, Charlie. Is it okay if I record this for myself? Okay.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So,
I think I've seen most of this. Maybe we'll come back to this later here. I thought it was new content, but old content. Check out James Klug here.
Well, it's like you dare not. You know, you have to stand up for what you believe in, and
why did I vote for him? He's asking. Oh no, please. Why if she finishes or no? I think it's a question. Any of us. What from?
He's putting stuff out as new. It's like this is old. Oh, is that the Sean, if you rally then or something like that, I know there's something going on around that time period or whatever. I probably won't make it up there, but I'll try to maybe restream it or something when it happens. We just don't have the restreamers here that we used to have here 4 years ago, you know. DCP's over in Idaho, does a little bit over there for local stuff, but everybody else has got other things going on. Just popping in, everybody.
Primarily for mass deportations.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How un-American of you.
I'm sorry?
How un-American of you.
Why is that un-American?
It was just the most ridiculous thing. It's like un-American to want Americans to be in America.
Look it up. Okay, that wasn't much of a conversation. I don't buy it. Come on.
Tom.
Come on, Tom. Okay, that's okay. I'm not going to bully Tom. Take it away.
I thought that was a good idea that, you know, we needed, there was too many. He could have
Too
done
many.
it a different way. You know, 70-80% of people 14 are people that have families here. They've lived here
That
for a
still
long
look
time.
okay?
Do that.
But we, you know, for entering the country.
For some reason, I think they got a new computer or cheap computer here, basically. It's just one of those small mini computers. It just doesn't have the processing power to handle too much there. So I'm going to turn down the resolution. You guys care about the words are anyway more than you care about the video of it so much. So let's see if the lowering it to 480 is okay for you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Have a good one, man. You guys, the important question right there, I guess, becomes like, what should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
Well, remember Ronald Reagan, he gave amnesty to all the people that were here. You know, if they've been good, they haven't broken the law. They've done.
I see him post on Facebook once in a while, Blenda, but I haven't seen him do a big live video in quite about a month or so. So text him, see how he's doing or whatever. But I'm sure he's got family and work stuff to keep him busy over there. Yeah, it was Shanti. Yeah. Plus, especially if he can get it to that Cal Anderson Park, you imagine the content over there. I would imagine even primetime would want to go to that.
Done good things for this country. They've paid taxes.
Right.
I think, you know, hey, that's a legitimate, you know.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying right there.
Who's going to do the dirty work?
Yeah.
Whites are too lazy to do the dirty work. I'm sorry
Really
to
quick.
say that 'cause I did that. You know?
Did she want to hop in the conversation, or she just?
Agree with me on.
Okay, this is probably just the whole video of what he did the other day or something like that. This guy made no sense here whatsoever, but let's watch it again.
Where, you know, you got to take a lot, you know, and he campaign on taking all the criminals and.
You mind if I respond to that?
Sure. Yeah. No, I
So,
want you-
You're like, oh, I'm going to just film people with. They're filming people or something.
said worst first.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worst only, wasn't it?
No, not worst only. This is it was worst first, and it was the largest deportation effort in American history. The problem is, you guys,
Well, since you don't listen to him when he said worst first, basically, and you thought he said worst only when he said mass deportation also, you got to sort of listen to yourself there, buddy. You got to two and two together.
okay. Maybe we can talk about that after I address this. But you know, I hear what you're saying, man. The only problem is I'm not sold on the argument that exploiting cheap illegal labor is the right thing to do. You have a ton of Americans that are struggling to get more wages. We have overcrowded classrooms. We have housing.
Melinda, I know what you mean. I'm like, I don't think these guys are Gen X's, so it doesn't hurt me as much. I'm not sure if you're a boomer or not, but it's like, please say Gen X's cannot be this stupid, you know. It can't happen. Hey, Grill Biscuits, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hey, if you do me a favor, I already sort of put the link out on certain Discords out there. If you want to do me a favor and put it out on Discords, I haven't. Put it on Sarah's, Rob's, some others. But anyway, you don't have to, but if you're bored enough.
Crisis. We have all sorts of issues going on. I don't think dumping 10 million people on top of that over the last 4
In the self-promo area.
years is a good idea. What do you think?
I'll see you over there. I agree.
And
but
why
that's
exploit
hypocritical the way you
cheap
say
illegal
that.
labor?
Yeah, but hypocritical
You're saying we need their slave labor, basically?
Okay, where do we buy all our cheap stuff? From slave labor. Is that okay?
No, I want to bring the factories back to the United States. Do you want to bring
No
the
one can
factories back to
afford
the
it.
United States?
No one can afford it.
What do
If you did that, if you did what you just said,
Yeah.
things would triple in price.
Really? Because I'm wearing an American-made shirt right now, and it was like $20.
That's expensive.
Not really. It's about average price for a nice T-shirt these days. You know,
I mean, because
I'm more than happy to wear a $20
I don't
shirt.
know where the shirt's made, but you know, this is long sleeve, quick dry. You buy it at Costco, it's $10. You know,
Okay.
but it's probably not made in America.
Yeah.
You know, $20
Why-
for a cheap shirt like this. I guess
It's a nice shirt. Oh, you don't think I look at it?
is it
now?
100% cotton?
I don't know the breakdown.
I used to be 100% cotton guy, but
yeah,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
quick dry.
Well, hey, you're obviously a good time to talk to, and you know, this is pretty like good faith. So I think we can actually get somewhere with this. My question is, you know, why is it cheap overseas, right?
Slave labor.
There you go. And what is happening to factories across the world right now? AI.
I know. Force multiplier. Yeah, they keep trying to come up with sort of interesting names for their protests. You know, the No Kings one, and they do it on July 4th. I'm like, do they understand that that's kind of independence from the last king, that we don't want kings here? And we had an election to make sure that we don't put in puppets anymore, so to speak. You know, no puppets, no puppets. Oh, that would be a great. Can't do it anymore unless, you know, they try to re-put Biden up there or something like that. No puppets in charge.
Revolution and automation, right?
I don't want to silly. This is like better than some of the commercials I get.
Of slave labor when it comes to factories, right, is largely going extinct. So a lot of these people that we're bringing in for this cheap labor.
Hey, Snooks, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, Glenda's hanging out there. Happy afternoon. Yay. Exactly. Yeah. People keep thinking that, you know, we like Trump or whatever because they think he's or Colton, you know, he's the guy in charge of the cult or something like that. Like, no. He's our president, but our God is our God. Like, how hard is this to understand?
We're not going to need it in the next 10 years. So what are they all going to do? Get automation for that.
No, you can't get automation
Yeah, I
to
promise,
pick a
I promise.
walnut on a tree. You can't get automation to pick a peach on a fruit tree. It's got to be hand done.
Yeah, and you're saying that they have. Your argument is that they have to be illegal immigrants. Is that correct?
But you're not going to get someone like you or I that's living in the country. They're too lazy.
You can't get automation to pick fruit. Maybe certain fruit, but in a lot of cases, a lot of fruits, yeah, they can be picked automatically.
Well, I'm just saying.
What about illegal immigrants? What about legal
There you
immigrants?
go. Legal. Yeah, I agree with legal.
You're making an argument right now for illegal, cheap, illegal labor. I'm saying that's a bad idea. I'm saying that's wrong. To have
Yes, you are, buddy. You keep saying that you want cheap labor, under the table labor. What else did Democrats want cheap labor for 150 years ago? Let me think about that one. Maybe a little more than 150.
people in the country illegally to exploit their labor. That's what I'm saying,
People
right?
have been here 20, 30 years. They got families. You can call them illegal, but they're part of them. They speak English. Their kids speak perfect English. They've been here forever.
What should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
Well, right now it's zero. What's coming
In his case, a free job, evidently.
into our country right now? The people that are here, we should look at them, see what they've done, see if they've
That's
done.
only because Donald Trump is president. The new position for Democrats has largely been open borders. So
And
again,
that's
I
one-
ask you,
And that's one reason
what should the
that
punishment
Trump
be?
won is because he did campaign on that strictly. I
Yeah.
wish he would be honest with us about everything. Did you hear what he said the other day? He said,
Let's not shift topics just
no,
yet.
I'm not. Did you hear what he said? He says, oh, I think we should
Look at me, I'm bringing everybody together here.
not bust the workers that are farm workers, because I've been getting a lot of complaints
Get a lot of heat.
and then
I disagree with that.
yeah, well, if you do that, no one's going to pick the fruit. It's going to rot on the
Again,
trees.
they don't need to be illegal. You're not telling me why they
Yeah,
need
but
to be
who's going
illegal.
to take their place?
Immigrants can take their place that come in illegally.
We don't have any kind of.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. They don't want anybody to come in this country right now. I have my wife's Filipino.
Seriously, this guy does not know the legal process that people go through and the waiting list that we have in line for people to come into the country legally to work, to have a life and everything. When they go through their consulates, the consulate goes through the State Department. The State Department finds out if they're, have the merits to come into the country. How hard is this to figure out?
And a lot of people that try to come into the country, it takes forever to get in this country.
You're right. Why should it be easy?
It shouldn't be easy, but it shouldn't take forever, right?
Maybe,
If it takes forever, you're not going to have anybody here to work because you're deporting everybody.
well, we have enough crises going on in the United States right now where those probably need to be settled before we start importing millions and millions and millions of people from across the world, especially the
Have
third
some
world.
kind of work visas, like Trump did with all those hotels. He had work visas for these people. What about that? bring in.
Quick question for you. We have to get to the bottom of this. What should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
It depends on how you came in illegally.
At the southern border, what?
It depends on how you came in illegally. Unless he means something like, there's a difference between overstaying a visa because you couldn't get a flight home and, crossing the border illegally. That I can understand. Anything else is like...
Let's just simplify it.
There's a lot more than that, though. I mean, you're just stopping at one place. A lot of them came in and they never left. You know that.
They came in illegally and never left. Yes. It's not doing it differently. They both still did it the same way. Illegally. You don't just walk by a border security guard thinking that, I stuck past him, but he looked at me.
I'm sorry,
They
came in where?
over the country and then they never left. They came legally, but they never left, and their visa expired.
So visa overstays. It's actually it's a big number.
Okay.
Yeah, they do get enforced. In fact, there was a visa overstay in Colorado that just set a bunch of Jewish people on fire the other day. But anyways, we'll ignore that because that's probably inconvenient for this argument that you're making here. Just to clarify, the overwhelming majority of visa overstays return home. Unlike people that arrive down at the southern border,
We don't condone violence of any kind on this channel.
they don't.
But you don't really know the total figures of people that go back.
Yes, you have rough estimates.
Yeah, rough
And I'll put one in the link of this video, but the Department of Homeland Security has done measurements on this. Within like 5 months, 50% of the visa overstays return home, and it keeps increasing from there. It's a lot of students, it's a lot of other people that are included in visa overstays. And
Enforcement. You notice that where the interviewer, things like this and everything has to keep saying, you keep bringing up immigrants. I'm talking about illegal immigrants. Can we sort of focus on those? We know legal immigrants are okay. No problem there. But they try to put everybody in the same box.
So if you want to simplify the argument, we can talk about just the southern border if you'd like.
But I mean, there could be
We got to answer that question though. That's the question. What should punishment be for entering the country illegally?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
is a good question, right?
I don't know. But I think punishing people that have been here and paid taxes. The fear of what people pay in taxes that are here illegally is like,
I know all studies. So
just like, I think it's $200 billion, maybe a little less, which is a huge.
And you think that they're contributing that many taxes from, before I answer at that point, you think they're contributing that many taxes from all their under-the-counter jobs that they have?
How many white people are working under the table? So you're just saying illegal.
No,
What
it's
about
a massive-
everything? If you did everybody,
It's illegal to
illegal
employ
or legal?
illegal immigrants. So they get, a lot of times they get paid under the table. They send a lot of money back home. Your argument is that they're contributing that much from their under-the-counter jobs. Is that correct?
No, I'm saying they're contributing that much to what they're being taxed on, because a lot of these people get taxed.
Do you want to hear the actual numbers of how much they cost American citizens? According to the Federation for American Immigration Reform, $150 billion per year in 2022. The number has probably gotten close to doubling, and that's accounting for how much they pay in taxes,
Yeah, but
which
where
is
did you
about
get
$30
these
billion.
stats? You got this from one stat. There's a lot of different stats out there. Because
I know you. ITEP studied $90 billion, except they wildly underestimate how many illegals are in the country. They also overestimate how much they make.
It's like, who do you believe?
Well, you look through.
He's about to say, look through everything like he just told you. He's done the research for you. So since you haven't done the research, he's done it for you, everybody. You're not listening.
The studies and you figure out what the good information is.
Right, 'cause
That's
I've
my
heard
job.
I've heard differently, though.
Wait, let's talk about it. Because they get free housing. They get free housing, healthcare, schooling.
There's another one coming up, stat in Texas or somewhere. They're putting up another one, and even in Florida, I think DeSantis is giving access to another facility to temporarily house before being deported. And that's the other thing that liberals don't understand. They're like, it's not a concentration camp. It's a rest area before they get deported, basically. You can arrest them there, get their final court cases done, and then sent to wherever they belong.
You don't have to pay for it in taxes.
They literally get free healthcare in the United States, especially in California. They cost a minimum of $10 billion in California per year. Asking what
The pay time was over by that time, or they had to get back to the home or something. Anyway, that was James Klug. He does a good job out there. Is the background sound low enough for you? You can hear it, guys? There we go. There. Let's check and see. You guys like Liberty hanging out. She does a nice job too with her interview style, where she doesn't get harassed by everybody. Let's do one more Charlie Kirk little interview here just to have fun with this one here. If I don't get silly advertisements in the meantime, right? I already finished that one. Next person, next person, next person. Next person. This person here. Okay.
I'm a junior in high school, and I have a lot of friends who are born from illegal immigrants. And I was wondering if you agreed with the abolition of the 14th Amendment, which allows birthright citizenship.
Yes, I do. I don't think it's going to hold up, but I do believe that the 14th Amendment was not intended for anchor babies, correct?
Well, I thought it was intended because people who would be brought over here during slavery, and then their children would then have birthright citizenship, and that was kind of the point.
Slaves were granted, and the kids of citizens are kids, though.
What is
Are citizens.
What is the difference in immigrants 100 years ago coming here and having children here to immigrants coming here illegally now?
Well, slaves are a completely different moral category than someone who breaks into your country, right?
Okay, what about Chinese immigrants 100 years ago coming here? People
It's been tried. I mean, we've tried to get rid of this for quite some
Why
time.
agree with it then? And though, like, what's changed?
What do you mean? Why I agree with it? What do you mean?
What's
by that?
changed now?
Well, we're revisiting the actual text of the 14th Amendment. I mean, nothing's necessarily changed, except we think the interpretation has been wrong because it says all persons. It's not clear whether or not that means
Try
children.
another one. For some reason, that Charlie Kirkland's having some issues there. Oh, we got Riley Gaines at this one here.
Imagine this banana is a burner less lethal launcher, capable of shooting rock-hard kinetic and tear gas mixed with pepper chemical irritants.
The ammo can incapacitate an attacker from 60 feet away without causing death.
This Berna less lethal launcher is legal in all 50 states. No permits required.
Try to refresh. Here, maybe.
Imagine this banana is a burner less lethal launcher, capable of shooting rock-hard kinetic and tear gas.
Hold on, guys,
Incapacitate an attacker from 60 feet away without causing.
Before I
Let's try this.
Do you know how to swim? Will twerking on cop cars become uncool if white people start to do it? Do you think black people will start saying white?
Hold on, Headgear. Hold on. Why am I not getting a signal here?
Do you know how to swim? Will twerking on cop cars become uncool if white people start to do it? Do you think?
Doggone it. Why is this resolution issue happening? I know it's a cheap computer here that I'm using instead of the old one. The old one I could hardly get. I had to restart my computer all the time. Anyway, let's try to play something else here. Actually, I'm going to play some music for it in the background. It should be able to handle a little bit of music while I figure this out here. It's a classic song here. You guys probably heard this one 1,000 times here. It's a great 80s tune here, okay? See if I can remember where I put it here real quick. Oh, you're over here. Oh, no, it's over on that other one. Doggone it. It's on my other computer. Oh. Let's make a song here. You guys like to make songs? Give me something. Let's remake the same song that I had before. How about that? You guys like to use Suno to make your AI songs? Loves to. Okay, what kind of music should we make it here? Reggae? Punk? Classical? No. What are rockish stuff? Sexy vibes? No. Ooh, how about outlaw country? Yeah, a little bit of outlaw country to it. Have a good musical beat there. No. Let's do outlaw country. See what that sounds like. Okay, I'll give you the song here in a second here. It'll sound better than this. I can't seem to get YouTube to work right now.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max. Together for $16.99 a month.
This could get messy.
It's the ultimate bundle.
Do you know how to swim? Will twerking on cop cars become?
Just gotta restart the whole entire thing there. Maybe if I just restart YouTube over here. Hold on a second. You guys are still with me. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. Let's see. YouTube, that's my channel. Only Mr. Bill. Make sure you check out my YouTube, which you're already watching anyway. So, much later. There we go. What the heck? Guessing the new Tom McDonald one there. Let's play this one here. I think I can play this without.
The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. But on your ammo, it's a culture war and low the ammo. They want Antifa ruling every.
Not a bad start. Not a bad start there. Low resolution. Still not doing so good for me. Oh well.
Everything like
I should react to that. Just make sure it's all cool. What do you guys think about that one? Pretty good so far. Good beat to it. Like all the red, white, and blue going on there. Pretty accurate message about Gavin Newsom and everything there. You guys live in California? Wild California, right? Let's check and see. Let's see if it'll let me play anything else now that it's starting to behave a little bit here. Not that one, not that one, not that one. Bryson's always good. Let's see it. Go back to Edgar here. Come on, Edgar. Behave.
Do you know how to swim? Will twerking on cop cars become uncool if white people start to do it? Do you think black people will start saying whiter and whiter things? Hey, pull yourself by your own bootstraps, bucko. Am I invited to your cookout?
So on that one,
all right. Let me vibe. Are white people cool again? As a woman of color, you can be honest.
It depends where you are, like what state you're in.
We have Sydney Sweeney's ascendancy. Whether you love her or hate her ad, we have the return of very famous white animated series King of the Hill. Carnival Cruises, they're playing whiter and whiter music. Beyonce turned blonde and came out with a white supremacist album called Cowboy Carter. Today's questions are about white people. Are you familiar with them?
I've never seen a white person in my life.
Do you self-describe as a white person?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are white people cool again?
Who's the decider?
You can't self-describe as cool.
No, I cannot identify.
How long have you been uncool?
You'd have to ask my mom. I kind of dated back to 7th grade, but she thinks probably birth.
What is the whitest thing you can say, Mom?
I already said dag nabbit, ready Freddy.
Groovy!
Yeah, she's been since the 70s.
Are white people cool again?
No.
Are white people cool again?
Are white people cool again, guys?
Question. Are white people cool again?
They've been cool. People just ain't caught on to it.
Are white people cool again?
I'd say sure, yeah.
Oh, what an affirmative young man of color. Just like me. Do you like Beyonce?
I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan.
Really?
Yeah, she got the cross going on, so probably not.
Really? Is
Yeah,
it
not
because like Jay-Z like sleeps with kids or something?
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Jordan,
He didn't say that.
Right,
do not
Jordan.
repeat that.
So on that one, I think we're going to
all right.
short.
All right, bye. As a white person, do you feel cool?
I think I personally am cool. I don't think I'm cool because of my race. I think that's crazy.
Are black people cool?
I think black people are cool.
Is it because of their race?
People are cool. I think not.
Everybody's cool, man. Everybody's cool. As long as they don't commit crime.
No, I think people are cool regardless of their race.
What caused white people to become uncool in the first place? Was it the death of Michael Jackson, who was really white?
Yes, because I think that's what's funny for my body.
Star Wars started off as like a bunch of heterosexual white men trying to rescue a space princess. And the latest Star Wars series, The Acolyte, is a bunch of lesbian space witches of color. Does this mean... Did it just fail in the AI experiment?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who taught you to swim, buddy? All right. Are people cool?
Ever?
So you have different categories of white people. You have white people that are strictly Caucasians, casserole,
no, the casseroleans,
raisins in the potato salad. Yes. But then you also have Caucasians that are like spicy white. You know, you can invite them to the cookout. You can invite them to your funerals.
Am I invited to your cookout?
I think you are.
More and more black people are taking.
So, in other words, people are not a monolith. Thank you for understanding that.
Swimming lessons. Does that mean they're becoming whiter?
I would say so.
Do you know how to swim?
No.
Were white people ever cool to anybody besides other white people?
Yes. When Abraham
Yeah, that
Lincoln
was kind of freaky, wasn't it?
freed the slaves, and when Jackie Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's it. Are you an expert on white people?
I'm half white myself.
Really? How did that happen?
Well, my mom met my dad, you know.
Are white people cool again?
When were they never cool?
Ooh. You a Beyonce fan?
Yeah.
Do you like Cowboy Carter?
Yeah.
Now she's dressing up as a blonde person playing country music. Is this her white supremacist album?
She's worn blonde all her career, so it's nothing different, really.
Oh, you set this puppet straight. All right, I like the fact checking. Can I find awesome fact checking at the UPS store?
Definitely. Come visit the UPS store.
I'm afraid you'll box me up and I'll go someplace weird.
Look, I can ship you somewhere very tropical.
What about Sydney Sweeney's lap? What upset?
It's so funny.
That's the left more. An illegal alien human trafficker or a hot white blonde woman with perfect boobs?
It really seems to be the blonde girl.
What do woke more than a white blonde woman with a perfect figure?
Beyonce is a great performer.
Yes.
But when it comes to vocality, it could be a lot of other people.
Isn't one about way of saying that ass too fat? Yeah. Is pulling your pants up a sign of white supremacy?
No.
Is pulling your pants up a sign of white supremacy?
No, I think it's a sign of love handles.
Honestly, sometimes the pants are just out, and the belt can only do so much. So at a certain point, you just have to accept for like your comfort level of working. Just it's gonna hang a little bit, but you got to know when like it's good to hang. You know?
What is the wokest thing you could say?
I hate myself.
What is the whitest thing you could say?
I hate myself.
Real quick, vote for Edgar, baby.
That's crazy.
We got shirts and posters, so you can show your support for your next puppet ruler. Just go to the description for this video for a link to my merch store. And for those that hate democracy, we also have hats, stickers, and mugs. Members get a steep discount. Now, back to the show. Will twerking on cop cars become uncool if white people start to do it?
Was it ever cool?
Carnival cruises. Their music is getting whiter. You gonna go on a Carnival cruise anymore?
You're gonna watch Titanic so often.
They still have a fear of boats.
It's giving anti-black. The way that she didn't let Leonardo DiCaprio on the door.
Yeah.
There was room for both of them.
There was room.
That's what I always said on the. You're like, yeah, room for two people on that door and everything. It's gonna float. At least try to let them on there. If you start to sink, then go to one person. Silly end of a movie.
Music.
How to define it without being able to like bring up audio clips, etc. Oh yeah.
These days, you've got two choices.
What two choices do I have? Let me check and see if there's still anybody watching. Hey, 5 people are watching over there. I appreciate you guys. Supposedly 4 people on Twitter, but I don't think they're actually watching. I think they're just kind of scrolling through everything. So let's check this out.
A slide or something?
Yeah, oh god, yes. White music is this. What makes my chin do this? Doing the chin jet. You want to do the chin jet with me? Listen to white music. That's right. Listen to white music. If a white couple gives birth to a baby and calls it baby Latrell and they raise it gender neutral, does that just realize Martin Luther King's dream of everyone being equal?
Yes.
You basically...
Thanks to Stat for still being here. I appreciate it. Enjoying the content so far. I don't know if it seems a little skippy or something like that. Like I say, maybe next month I'll try to upgrade my computer or something like that. But this one's getting by so far.
kind of disagree with the thesis that whites became uncool, but I would say they did. Around the death of Michael Jackson in 2009, because he was the whitest dude we ever saw. Whites lost their king, do you think? Are you right?
I think I'll need you to fact check that again. But
is Star Wars just the indicator species of whiteness? The movies start out with a bunch of heterosexual white males rescuing a hot princess, and now it's ended up with the Star Wars series The Acolyte, which is just a bunch of lesbian space witches of color around. Have you seen the Sydney Sweeney ad?
I have.
Okay, now have you seen the one that Lizzo filmed, where she just struggles to button this pair of blue jeans around her bulbous belly?
I cannot say that I have.
Do you think black people will start saying whiter and whiter things in general, like, hey, pull yourself by your own bootstraps, bucko. Hey, you're doing a chipper job. Would you like me to be white with you?
It's funny. It's funny.
I believe in you. You're a success. As more and more black people are taking swimming lessons, does that mean the world is getting whiter?
I don't think that you have any.
Homemade meatloaf. Okay, you got to share. Do you put ketchup on your meatloaf? For people who put ketchup on everything, do you put ketchup on your meatloaf? Even though the meatloaf probably already has some of this sauce stuff you put on it, is ketchup good with meatloaf?
Data to back up the degree by which people of any race are taking swimming lessons.
Swimming is for everyone, and I think if you have that culture, and I think if you can do it, it's necessarily. You never know.
The reason why I can't swim is because I asked my mom to teach me how to swim, right? She took me all the way down to 6 feet, right? She said, okay, I'm going to teach you how to swim. 1, 2, 3, and pushed me in. I was dying.
Yeah, but you were 21 years old!
No, I was 7! And while I was drowning, I pushed my head out of the water for 1 second, and she said, swim, boy! And I almost died, so that's why I cannot swim now.
Devontae said that you...
How did you guys learn to swim? Was it something like that?
It took him into a very deep end of the pool when he was just a little 7-year-old boy, and he still has trauma over it. Can you tell us the truth? It wasn't that bad, and he's just a wussy, right?
He's just a wussy. It was.
Hey! Hold up. When will bluish people be cool again? Oh, hey, beats me. What I do know is that if you like my program and want to see it thrive, there's no better way than becoming a member of the Blue Crew. Stop it.
Anyway, if you like Edgar, He does a good job. I'll link that video in the chat here for you. Copy that one there. Copy it over here. Where's our mouse? There it is. Paste. There should be popping in your chat right now. Delete that one for now. What else we got going on here? Thanks for hanging out there, guys. I'd play some of this sort of Luke Skywalker stuff. I just want to see that later myself there, so check out that kind of crazy stuff there. But let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna play this other song here in the past, but I turn off that background music there for you here. Hold your horses here. There you go. I made this AI song here a second ago here. I used the prompt. Mr. Bill loves to go to film riots in Portland and show the craziness of Antifa using outlaw country. So this is what it ended up sounding like here. Nice, I was bringing it full size there. Hold your horses. Right, play button right there.
And the tear gas haze, caught in the churn of these restless days. Oh, Mr. Bill, what do you see? A mask, the chance, the anarchy. Lights flashing, chaos feels real. He's making a story on a riot reel. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel.
It's pretty good so far.
Spray paint slogans on the courthouse wall. Voices rise, but they stumble and fall. Smoke curls up like a devil's grin, while Bill keeps rolling through the din. People run as the sirens wail. The city's heart beats wild and frail. Through the broken glass, the truth is bare. Mr. Bill finds the stories there. Oh, Mr. Bill, what do you see? The masks, the chance, the anarchy. Lots of flashing chaos feels real. He's making a story on his riot reel. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel. He don't pick sides, just lets it unfold. A modern tale of the brave and bold. Some call it madness, some call it lies, but Bill just captures the howls and cries.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh yeah. Yeah, first of all, I should do more of that kind of content, but it's there's certain things, responsibilities I have to have do before I can kind of allow myself to get out there lately. So right now, I'm just kind of ignoring some of those responsibilities right now. Not really, but anyway, it's hard to get out as much as I used to. Anywho, that's pretty good. Let's get a little more song here.
Oh, Mr. Bill, what do you see? The mask, the chance, the anarchy. Lights are flashing, chaos feels real. He's making a story on his riot reel. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel.
That's our own country.
Spray paint slogans on the courthouse wall. Voices rise, but they stumble and fall. Smoke curls up like a devil's grin, while Bill keeps rolling through the din. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel.
What's it?
He don't pick sides, just lets it unfold. A modern tale of the brave and bold. Some call it madness, some call it lies, but Bill just captures the howls and cries. He don't pick sides, just lets it unfold. A modern tale of the brave and bold. Some call it madness, some call it lies, but Bill just captures the howls and cries. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel. Yeah, he's making a story on his riot reel.
That was cool. I like that one. I think I made another version or something like that. But anyway, let's see if there's anything else more exciting to watch here. Let's see anything at the top here. Oh, it didn't do the Liberty Hangout yet. Let's see if this works here.
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Limu, where's the golf cart? There it is. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, Liberty. These commercials used to be funny and everything. Now they're just getting stupid. You know, it's like, come on, Liberty, we should get better with your Limu commercials.
Liberty, Liberty. For that moment, we work the fields, hang our stands, see who made it through the year.
Go back to your country.
Or you're waving a Ukraine flag and you're gonna tell me to go back to my country.
Yes.
How about you go fight for Ukraine? What are you doing over here?
Lago has.
She does this, and then she starts that.
We are here at another anti-Trump protest, and as you can see, the numbers are starting to dwindle. With each and every protest I go to, where's the funding? It must be running a little low. Let's go see if they're getting paid. Hi! Look at your hat.
Liberty Hangout.
Yeah. How are you?
You guys are making me hungry here, guys. Quit making me so hungry there in the chat there. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. MAGA. What would make you think that? Well, I saw your hat flag, or your flag hat. I thought you were MAGA for a second.
Are you kidding?
They love the flag.
This flag belongs to all Americans, not to MAGAs.
Yeah.
And see this?
This flag belongs to all Americans. So she's saying MAGA supporting citizens are not Americans. Do people think before they talk at these things?
Stop the coup!
Read it for me. What's it say?
Kings and oligarchs don't belong in our democracy. We the people do. Stop the coup!
Do you think kings are usually democratically elected every 4 years?
We the people means all people. And she just decided to exclude 50%, you know, depending on how you want to phrase it, of the people there. So, no. When Republicans say we the people, we actually mean everyone, even the crazy liberals, even Antifa. Everybody falls under that we the people category there, okay? Every American citizen, anyway. But he says want to exclude people that have a different ideology from we the people. That's crazy.
Do you know anything about history? Do you know anything about kings? They're not elected officials.
That's a good point. That's why Donald Trump is not.
Because Donald Trump was elected and is not a king.
That's the problem with what.
You want to know what liberal president almost wanted the president to be considered king, you know? That was John Adams back in the day. He would be considered a Democrat in today's world. He said George Washington should call himself King of America. Yeah.
Your people are doing, you're taking.
Who's my people? Whoa. What do you mean, my people?
You're MAGAs. You're taking education away from the people. You're going to grow up as a dumb.
Can you give me proof for that?
You just did it. You said
Give me proof for that?
Kings are elected every 4 years.
Can you give me proof for how I'm taking away education? That's a.
If you're so much better than MAGA people, then you should be able to answer her simple questions, you'd think, right? Seems like it would be kind of a pretty easy thing to do if MAGA people are so stupid in her mind that she should easily be able to answer simple questions Caitlin's asking her.
Bold claim to make, and you're saying my generation is going to grow up. My generation is out of high school, actually.
No, not
my
all of your generation.
So what proof do you have for that?
Have you talked to anybody on your side lately? They wear their ignorance on their sleeve.
So don't cross. It says don't cross. I don't want you to get hit by a car. Okay. I'm going to pay attention to traffic signals.
Triggered.
Though. So what she's probably going to do is go tell everybody, don't talk to her. She's a Trump supporter, even though she made a very racist comment there. You're people. So, yep, she's already telling people not to talk to me. That's what's happening. She's
Tone police. Free speech police.
pointing to me after she just said really hateful and non-inclusive things to me. She doesn't even know me. But yeah, we got to cross this road and get over there. I do have to ask, why would you tell people not to talk to me? It's just free speech. It's something that we have in our democracy, and it's just respectful conversations. You don't have to treat me like this. I've done nothing provocative to you. I've not done anything violent, and you're telling people not to talk to me.
Oh no! A 60-year-old grandma is taking a video with her phone with her 10 friends on it.
Okay.
Don't touch me! You assaulted me!
I'm on camera.
He barely touched your sign. You're out there trying to get attention to your sign. You silly people.
You assaulted me! He did assault me.
Don't get me.
You're crashing out right now because I'm a Trump supporter. That's all it takes for you to crash out like that? That's weird. Like, you have some years on me. You should be able to use your wisdom to chill out a little bit. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well.
Hey, are you an immigrant?
Nope.
No. Wow. You're American?
Yeah, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And your mother, father, Americans?
I have been.
Even though we may disagree with the guy, at least the guy came up and wanted to have a conversation. Unlike the other American citizen boomers, as you will, they decided to sort of not engage. We'll see how this goes.
And my family has been here. Oh, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here.
So I'm not going to talk to you if you're going to block the
America?
camera.
And your relatives?
So
Okay, I did not permit that. I talk to you. I don't talk to him.
That's my cameraman.
If you're talking to someone, then and that someone is on camera, then you're allowing the camera to work.
I don't care.
And so if you're going to talk to me, I'm not going to let you
Okay,
block
listen,
the camera.
Zach, listen.
Okay, we can talk through the flag if you want your ID.
I don't like this guy standing next to me.
I like him standing
You
next
like-
to me.
okay.
And if you guys like him standing next to me, you can go to patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett.
It's like, I don't like a guy standing next to me. Oh no.
To support my security fund, $5 a month. Look at this guy. That's why they don't like him standing next to me, because they might want to get a little handsy. It's not going to happen. So my
They're
family.
immigrants. I can see that. I mean,
My-
look at their color of skin.
Who?
You are.
I am an immigrant.
Of course.
How am I an immigrant based on the color of my skin? That's a
Are
little.
you American Indian?
No.
No. So you're an immigrant.
He's going to go with that thing? Are you kidding me, buddy?
I'm not an immigrant.
What do you mean? Look, I'm sorry.
So I know what you're doing. You're trying to make the
who is
argument
native
that
on this
if
land?
you're not native
No,
on this
no way,
land,
no way.
those people weren't even native
You
either.
are lying to me, okay? Because you're an immigrant. You're
I'm
born
not
from
an immigrant.
immigrants. You're born from immigrants. So you're an immigrant.
Can I respond to that?
No, I don't want to.
So I was born from a long time. My family has been in this country for a long time. We settled in this country. We're not
Go back
immigrants.
to your country.
Do you know what a settler is?
Go back to your country.
Or you're waving a Ukraine flag and you're gonna tell
Go
me
back to
to
your
go back to
country.
my country.
Yes.
How about you go fight for Ukraine? What are you doing over here? Man up, sack up, get over there and fight for the country. What are you doing?
Ignorant and you're lying about it.
Yeah, what are you doing? Sack up, buddy. Get on over. I'll buy you a ticket to Ukraine. Go fight for them. You're gonna wave the flag of a country and tell me this isn't my country? Go fight for Ukraine, buddy.
You ready to leave? You need to go.
Why would I leave?
You need to go.
Again, the same 60-year-old lady that's in her. Look at this. Camera's 10 inches from her face. How rude.
But this is my land.
This land is my land. This land is your land.
Is this what they call crashing out, guys?
Why are you
Or is it more of a spurg? I don't know the lingo as much as I should, but is it spurging or crashing out here?
telling me to leave?
On to the New York Highlands. That you don't know the song.
I learned it in elementary school. Yeah.
Of course.
I don't know it. Can you sing it?
Of course you don't. You're not an American.
She just said in this state, kids are stupid. So that's funny. Anyway, you can go to patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett to support my work there, my security fund. I know you don't like it when women have security because you want to hurt them, right? But if you want to keep me safe with Dave and his muscles, you can go to patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett for $5 a month. You can help me and my security fund. Hi. You guys staying hydrated out here?
Oh, yeah.
Do you need any water?
Oh, no, I got my Made in
You
America
got it?
mug here.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
What do you think about like when people? I talked to a anti-Trump protester just the other day in St. Pete,
Mhm.
and she said when she sees the flag, she feels scared. Do you have any like? Would you want to calm her fears if she's watching this?
Absolutely. The American flag is not for one party or the other. The American flag is for all the American people. And we can agree to disagree. I think people in this country are sick of the common rules being thrown out. And that holds true for both parties. I'm here, as a concerned American citizen.
At least he's able to have a conversation and do his thing. He'll probably have some sort of spurred moment here in a second. But hey, Victorious, how we doing? Nice to see you there. Nice. How's the UK doing? If you don't mind saying or whatever, how's this free speech rules in the UK nowadays? Are they better or worse than normal? Stop the boats. Yeah. You think it's a puppet thing? Like, who's pulling whose strings in Alaska? If Putin was pulling Trump strings, Trump would have went to Moscow. But Putin went where? To American soil. So who's pulling whose strings there, huh?
Listen, I'm a registered foreign service officer, and I am terrified at how our Constitution is being treated in this country. And I would be doing the same thing regardless of what political affiliation that they were doing this.
How many protests have you been to since his inauguration earlier this year?
I would say probably.
Look at this lady's shirt in the background here. That's just, I know, under current flag code or whatever, it's acceptable. It's not really a flag, but change the colors of the flag to rainbow and put a We the People thing over the top of it when you're only talking about 10% of the population or whatever. Wow.
5 maybe.
How many protests did you go to protest the Biden administration?
I in support of?
No, and to protest them.
No, because I feared this would come.
So you didn't protest.
So you didn't protest the
because I believed that rule of law was being followed, and I knew what was going to come.
Your picture here, they just had a meeting.
You didn't have to do his entire administration or Biden, but if there was something that you disagreed with, that maybe you would at least do a Facebook post saying, "I like Biden, but him doing this is not American" or something like that. That would be a protest, but you didn't do that because you agreed with everything he did or said he did.
What do you think about that?
I thought Sarah Palin was missing in action. She really could have done a peace conference and done her thing there. I thought it was, as a foreign service officer, I feel it was an embarrassment.
Okay.
Skiptorius, thank you for. Is it mainly about the free speech and your guys' inability to do things, along with maybe the immigration status and things like that? Is that why some people on the right, if you will, are a little bit upset? It's my guess anyway. I haven't focused too much on the UK lately, but I would guess those are the two main factors.
National embarrassment to our military and troops.
What was embarrassing about their meeting?
Rolling out the red carpet for a murderous dictator, authoritarian. And all you have to do is look at what Russian propaganda media is doing today.
Yeah.
They are celebrating Putin over his victory over the United States.
Do you expect them to do anything else?
No, because they've
been propagandizing everything that happens over there for the past 100 years, we'll say. Yeah, since early 1900s, yeah. What do you expect them to do? Of course they're going to do that.
They are state-sponsored by their government.
What's your sign say? Democracy dies in silence.
State-sponsored by their government, just like OPB or PBS and NPR. State-sponsored. I guess you're probably upset that a state-sponsored outlet got disconnected in the U.S., but you're mad at it about it in Russia. Interesting.
That's a good one. What do you think people are being too silent about today?
No comment.
Well, you're being silent right now. Your sign says democracy dies in silence, but you're actually being silent. Are you killing democracy?
I haven't heard about that. The Tommy Robinson is the one I keep hearing about in relation to stuff that happens in the UK and Canada, Australia type areas, and then also the Farage. I think he's in your Congress Parliament thing or whatever.
911. She's killing and murdering democracy right now by being silent. Your shirt says "Not my president." Who is your president? So this is another instance of like grown men listening to a woman.
Yeah, you heard that little thing in the background. It's like, don't talk to her. And so he's not going to talk to her, rather than sort of manning up and answering the question.
Shouting and like squealing not to talk to the woman with the microphone. You don't usually take orders from highly emotional females, do you? If you decide that you want to back up your claims, I'd love to talk to you. Hey, MAGA, go fact yourself. Okay, I am a Trump supporter, and I would love for you to fact me.
Some of these 67-year-old fact checkers here. Let's see how this goes, right?
I don't have any words.
He says, go fact yourself.
So if you're going to be saying to get a fact check, you must know some facts about why Trump is bad. So let's see your facts.
So I'm here. I'm MAGA. Can you fact me?
Nothing you say is true.
Huh?
Nothing that is on Fox News is true. Nothing. Everything that Trump has said he was going to do.
So she doesn't mind talking to you, but you see what happens here? Older lady, maybe not knowing what's going on, even has an upside down flag on her shirt, is, mansplained, we'll say young-splained by another person coming over there to try to rescue them from explaining their sign.
Has not done.
Okay.
He's an essayer. He has lied about deporting. He's not deporting anybody. There is nobody being deported.
That's weird because I come to all these
1.6 million self-deported. Next.
protests, and the number one thing people are upset about is alligator Auschwitz and people being deported. That's like the number one. So you're telling me he's not deporting people?
No, deporting means
That is news to me.
Deportation means you go. Wait,
I'm sorry.
We just have concentration camps here in America.
Where at?
We call them by different names.
Like what? If they're
I can say it 2 sentences and not back up my claim. Yay! Because I feel better because I could sort of spit out a couple sentences without backing it up. That makes my heart feel better.
actually concentration camps, I'd love to know.
I'm trying to explain. Everyone has the right to due process. Everyone, every single illegal alien.
Define due process for people who do not belong in the country legally. I guess maybe that'll be Caitlin's question. That would be my question. Or do they deserve the same due process that American citizens receive?
Alien here has the right to due process.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
So if they come over and they commit a violent crime or they commit a crime, yes, they get due process for that. If they come over and they overstay their visa, they can be deported right on track.
What's happening?
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. They are getting, listen, they are getting handcuffed out of schools, out of jobs.
What schools?
Any schools in the...
No, you just said schools. Name one. You should know your basic facts. If they're taken out of schools, say their names or remember their names. Remember the names of the schools. If you can't come up with at least one school or a state that it was in, even, then you're the liar.
This country, there was a 5-year-old graduation where they went in, ICE went in and detained these kids.
They handcuffed children.
Yes, they did.
Okay, what school?
I don't remember what school.
I would love to look that up.
Fact check, because, and then also...
So it says fact yourself. I'm asking you guys for the facts. What school did that happen in?
I don't know. This happened a little while ago, but look.
What state?
Look, I don't remember, but
you don't know.
So you're not fact checking. Use your whiteout and take away that thing if you can't use facts. All you're doing is stating opinions.
But it happened a little while ago. I do want to look into that, so I would love to know more about it. That's a wild claim to make.
No, deportation means that you get sent back to the country you came from. That's what deportation means. These people...
Holy cow. Technically, it means going from one port to somewhere else. Deporting. We're leaving from the port that they're at somewhere else. It doesn't say go back to importing them into their original country. Deporting. Freaking 7th grader would know this.
And I'm talking, he said he was only going to deport the ones that were here illegally that committed crimes. That's not what he's doing. Legal immigrants are getting handcuffed.
I'm getting emotional here. Wait, don't let the facts get in your way. She got denied at Maha. I thought it hurt. MFX, how you doing over there on Twitch? I just see somebody over there. Yeah, there's brainwashed type people out here, but it's fun to watch the The downfall of intellectual conversation.
They're not getting deported. They are going to El Salvador prisons. They're being sent to countries that they have no affiliation with, and they're getting sent to Alligator Alcatraz in cages. That is not deportation.
Okay, so you're saying we need to like ramp this up and deport people.
The criminal ones, not the ones actually thriving.
So what legal immigrant has been deported?
There's been quite a few.
I just need the name of one
Say their names. Say their names.
person.
You're gonna have to go online.
I would prefer if you
You just said fact check MAGA. She asked you for repeated facts. You couldn't give a single one. All you did is state opinions that you heard on MSNBC or Huffington Post or something without reading the article. Maybe the article you read in Huffington Post had more facts, but all these people do is read the headline. Legal immigrant gets arrested or something like that, you know? So they assume that that's true. But I'm guessing if you read the article, the person got detained temporarily until ICE figured out, okay, the person is here legally, and then got released. But they go with the headline thing.
don't touch my stuff though. You're like 2 feet smaller than me and him. So don't be touching my stuff. That's my husband. He's cute, isn't he? But he's off the market, so she's filming you. You want to watch that back later?
Like, what's the point here, people? If without asking questions, you're filming somebody. So you're basically using Chinese type facial recognition to find out who someone is and try to get somebody to go after them. Your friends to go after them. It's not really going to work anyway. Oh,
If you want to watch more of him and me, he's actually a really great cameraman. You go to Liberty Hangout, and you can actually subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can get all of Justin if you want. I can put him out here more if you want. You want to get me too? If you could say one thing to a Trump supporter right now that you wish they understood, what would you say to them?
You elected a rapist. You elected somebody
defamation.
with over 40 felony convictions. That's
34. Next.
who we have running our country. He's making a run for the Nobel Peace Prize.
It's like you have your chance, your spotlight. Say what you're going to say, and she gives 2 repeated legal lies. Like, oh my goodness! At least see what the other person said. The SA 34. Gosh, darn it! These people just have no brains.
To me, is ridiculous. He thinks
He has been involved in ending over 7 wars. Do you think that would be worthy of a Nobel Peace Prize, helping end the wars?
Not with this man. No.
No. Saving millions of lives. You know. That wasn't allowed to go to certain schools, whatever kind of thing. That is kind of stuff is worth a Peace Prize for some of these people, but somebody who's an instrumental in stopping or slowing down India, Pakistan, Rwanda, Congo, the Iran not being able to support any more stuff going on in that area. What are the other ones? Anyway, quite a few out there.
Okay.
How can you give the Nobel Peace Prize to a felon?
Get off of Fox News.
So what news do you watch?
That's a good question. I bet if you go back in time, you'll find out that plenty of people that have received the Nobel Prize, in a lot of cases, had legal situations on them. And then relating to those legal situations and everything is part of the reason that they got the Nobel Peace Prize, because they were advocating for peace, and the places that they wanted them didn't want that kind of peace or something like that. Why do if somebody wants to fact check that for me, they can. But
I watch Alan Parnas on on Substack. I watch CNN.
So why can't you tell me? You're telling me to go watch the news to figure this out, but if you've been watching the news, her sign says go fact yourself. I'm asking, what legal citizen has been deported?
I don't know their names, but there are U.S. citizens. And there are actually
Say their names. Say their names.
immigrants who are trying to do the right thing by going to the immigration office. And as they're coming out, ICE is waiting for them and handcuffing them.
Why is that?
Because they're not here legally. Just like, let's say if an illegal citizen entered your home, but you don't like the police, right? So you're not going to let the police in your house, right? But the police know that they entered your house illegally, but since you won't let them in your house, once that illegal citizen leaves your house, goes on public property, guess what they can do? Arrest that person for illegally being here. Not for illegally being in your house that you would let them in, but for illegally being in the country because they're on public property at that point there. Do you understand how this works? They can't interrupt the court case because there's a court case going on around something like that. But once they leave that court, that official hearing, they're fair game, just like, oh.
Because they're going against the law.
So those people either overstayed their visas or they were ordered to go in for deportation hearings and deportation orders. And
what I missed in chat there, but they got a new job. Awesome. Hear about Trump's name. Oh, I heard Bill Barr testified under oath that Trump was not implicated in the files. Yeah, I assume since he was in office when Epstein did something to himself, then he would sort of have a little bit more integral knowledge about what happened there, you know. And then things might have happened in the previous 4 years, you know, where some of that information might have dissolved or changed. 2013. Oh, in 2013. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, crazy media.
it's a crime to it's illegal to overstay your visa in this country. That's the law.
But they're not going through the proper channels. He is not going through due process.
You don't need due process when your visa says you have to leave by December 1st. And if you're here December 2nd, the State Department already knows who you are because likely they fingerprinted you to get you into the country. So when you're here December 2nd and they know who you are and where you said you're going to live, they have authorization to remove you at that point. Your due process ended December 1st. This is not sort of a situation where, oh, please, can I go to a court case? I wasn't sure if you meant December 1st, 2025 or 2026. Please, can we go to court to discuss this? Oh, these people.
Which everyone is supposed to go through. That is the law.
Yeah. So when you pick up someone who has broken an immigration law, you take them and you detain them. You get a deportation order or some sort of that, and then you deport them. And if the country of origin will not accept them, they get sent somewhere else. They don't have to stay here. They don't have to go back there. That's the point, guys. They aren't going to stay here. What cages?
Alligator.
Where do you want them in the meantime? Where would you guys like them? If they know they're likely going to be deported before a court case, do you really think that they're going to stay in their own house that you found them at? They know your residence? You really think that somebody who's known to be here illegally, before they go to their last court case, is going to stay there and wait for that court case before they get deported? Or do you think they're going to possibly run somewhere else? It's called being a flight risk. So when normal American citizens go to jail, go to a court case, and the court defines them to be a flight risk, guess what happens? They get locked up in a jail of some type. I'm not the smartest kid in the shed, but this is just basic common sense.
Alcatraz.
And you converted to Catholicism from?
I converted to what?
You know what we call? There's a joke.
Catholicism? What did you say?
Are you Catholic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you?
Were you in 2020?
Was I a Catholic in 2020?
Yes.
I had my
Sorry, I'm taking each of you.
conversion. Yes, I
21, I believe,
converted.
right?
Yeah, use it. Your homework. So you guys probably huddled over here and like looked up stuff about me, right?
Of course, definitely.
Yeah. What else did you find out?
A lot.
Like what?
We'll find out later.
Okay. Well, you can go.
We're gonna find out stuff about you. Like, all she wants to know is your opinions on why you're out there. They actually want to find out her personal life information. Like, what the heck?
Go to libertyhangout.org. There's a lot of information on there about me. My YouTube channel has a lot of information about me. And you know what? I might just find out a little bit about you too.
Your AR-10?
Do I have my AR-10 on me? At look like I have my AR-10 on me? But he is one of the first people to get that gun right in my graduation photo. So they really did do their homework. Why?
At least they read the article.
Why is it you guys know more about me than about the issues you claim to care about? You say, don't talk to her. She's this, she's that. She's not one of us. But when I ask you to defend your ideas, they can't do it. But they go and they Google and just store all this information in their brain about me.
Let me point out something about illegal.
She's got a great point there. I'm like, let's research everything we can about the people that are asking us questions, but let's not do research on why we're actually out here just because the media gave us our research headlines, and that's what we need to repeat.
Immigration. This has been an issue in this country since Carter.
Yep.
And it has been kicked down with the can through president after president, both parties. What I have a problem with is cherry picking what nations we're concerned about. And when I look at the fact that they're only concerned about this administration, Mexico and black countries. How about we talk about the
What black
number of
countries?
illegal Canadians
What black countries?
in Africa that
What
are
black
sucking up
countries?
to Trump? How about South African leaders that he sucked up with in South Africa? You can
He's
go and look.
sucked up to the people saying to kill white farmers?
Yes.
Okay.
You can find it.
No,
Look up genocide
actually,
in South Africa.
yes, I know. Do you think Trump is sucking up to them?
I think Trump is sucking up to anybody who will cut him a check that clears.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
I was gonna give this guy some credit earlier, but after that, he's just complete TDS at that point. There is like, rather than sort of understand everybody's opinion and understand where people come from, and then going straight from that to TDS, it's just like, wow.
I think I've heard here. Actually, when the South Africans came over and immigrated legally,
Yeah.
by just want to point that out. He actually
Yeah,
had-
they actually thought she had an AR-10 on her. I mean, maybe it was a joke in their minds or something like that, but yeah, sorry. She might have a Colt on her or something like that, but not an AR-10.
had up a chart, and he had up the one of the leaders in South Africa to point out how he said to kill white farmers and take over their land.
Because he got caught when he was doing that. See,
Okay.
that's why.
You know why they
Gets him
are
in a lie.
focusing? It's not that they're focusing on certain countries, it's that they're focusing on gangs and criminals. Why is it that
He was caught when he welcomed and sent, was it Rubio or vice president to meet the South Africans? Was he hiding it at that point there, buddy? Please tell me how hiding it, the fact that you're trying to save farmers from another country by sending some of your top people to get them out. Please tell me how that's hiding.
certain nations breed gangs and criminals?
Well, I'm sorry, but there are some United States citizens that I think should
We're
get
not
deported
talking
if
about
that.
that.
Is the case as well. If
yeah, we can
call a
deport them
spade
too.
a
That's
spade.
fine.
Yeah.
Why are you saying?
You see the Marxist fist on that flag over by that lady over there? Like, that tells you everything you need to know.
That they're focusing on specific countries when they're actually have been very, very vocal about focusing on criminals. And why is it Mexico, Venezuela, El Salvador? Why do they breed criminals?
Well, every country does breed criminals.
Well, you're the ones that they're focusing on countries, but they're actually focusing on
because
gangs.
they're focusing on non-white countries.
Why is that?
Because they're racist.
It couldn't be possibly because those countries, for
Hey,
some
look,
reason,
the
have a
only-
gang problem and a violent crime problem.
Hey, but again, are we cracking down on Australians coming here illegally?
Do they have hordes of gangs crossing over into our southern border?
Who knows? Let's get to work on that, right?
30 people.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, these guys! Holy cow!
To a cage. There's a illness now in Allegheny.
Ease of access to get into the country comes from what area? A place that you can cross by land fairly easily, except for the fact that it's pretty hot there, or going across the Pacific darn ocean and trying to land in populated areas along the western coastline, likely California, which guess what? A lot of people live there. And if they see a big boat of Australians coming, it's going to be pretty interesting, you know, since you can't simply port into there with a big boat of Australian gangs, evidently.
Alcatraz.
Why is that?
Because the sanitation, they're having sanitation problems. There's not clean water, and the food is horrible. They're being treated like
that's
animals.
not true.
Yes,
no, it's not. It's not true. What bothers me with your argument is that you're complaining about all legal avenues to deport people. So what should we do with people who cross the border illegally? What punishments should they have?
If they have not committed a criminal act, is what Trump said he was going to do.
Crossing the border illegally, unvetted, is a crime. So what should we do with them?
Trump said in his own words that he was going to get rid of the ones here illegally that were committing crimes.
So that's what he was focusing on, the highest priority. That does not mean that everybody else has a free ride. And actually, most people, did you hear the number that 1.2 illegals left the country by self-deportation?
Did you also know?
Isn't that good? 1.2 million illegal people in this country. You'd rather them be here.
If they're working, yes, because you know what? The illegal ones that are actually here doing jobs in the farms and stuff that American people don't want to do are paying into taxes, which they don't. Yes, they do.
It's not my fault that countries that you list, that you claim because of race reasons, are plagued with violent crime and gangs. That's not my problem. It's not racist. It's just the truth. And I want those people out of our country.
Would you be okay with then Doge going into Mar-a-Lago and rounding up the people that work there that are illegal immigrants?
Yes.
Good. I hope you go to Mar-a-Lago and ask them to go inside because they're not allowed.
I don't have control over
I'm saying you're a reporter.
So
You understand? He's leading by example. I'm sure there's nobody there at that point there. You understand that? And guess what? If they were liked by Trump at that point there, that's what he would likely do. He'd say, please go back to your home country. I will try to make the process as fast and legal for you to come back into this country as I possibly can at that point there. Guess what? So that they can come into the country legally at that point. Oh.
I'm not a reporter. Not a reporter.
Well,
I'm a YouTuber.
Okay, well, same thing. Well,
Right,
spread the truth.
you're the foreign
Spread the
national
truth.
officer. How about you do it?
Service.
All you got to do is get off Fox News.
Same lady that said she doesn't watch Fox News says to get off Fox News. Interesting.
They are twisting every.
You aren't on Fox News and you don't know the answer either.
Because Fox News doesn't tell you stuff like that. That is.
How do you know if you don't watch them?
Do you know it? Why didn't they tell you?
They did.
No, they didn't
Yes,
because
they
it's
did.
not true.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
You go fact check yourself because that is the truth.
the only person can fact check here was you.
No.
And you're welcome for a free service. You know what? I should get like a Medal of Honor or something for doing you such a service.
For a woman.
I'll send you an invoice for that.
I know that now they're going after women's voting rights.
Really, they are? Please tell me exactly what state the state legislatures are going after women's voting rights. Please tell me. Please tell me.
That's one of the things.
Oh, I've not heard about that.
That's the latest on the news that's kind of starting to spread around is women's voting rights.
Okay. Can you go more into that?
That's all I've heard is just, blurbs on the news.
I've heard blurbs. Oh, wow. Why would they start to spread blurbs like that around the news lately before the midterms, Maybe to fearmonger certain people out there to make them think that Republicans are anti-women. Maybe, just maybe.
What news stations do you watch?
MSNBC.
Okay. And they're telling you that women's rights are the next to go?
Look, I should have guessed that. I was going to think CNN, but because she's got the American flag, maybe she's old school, but yeah, MSNBC, which is turning into MS Now or whatever. I think NBC is disconnecting from them or something.
Okay.
Yep.
But that's all we know about it.
That's all I know about it.
Okay.
I think they're going after Medicare and Social Security. Medicare, they have been.
I think they are. I'm coming out here to say impeach Trump because I think he's doing things that are bad. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Talking about.
Okay.
They slashed Medicaid, which takes care of all our older people and our children with disabilities. They're stopping vaccines. You've got me going now. They're doing away with vaccines, which
Which
for children that are for an untested, unproven, and jabby. Yeah. So guess how much time and effort goes into tested FDA jabbies, and how the C19 one has not been fully tested like that. So why would you want that to go into a child that's perfectly capable of fighting off those things?
vaccines are they getting rid of?
All right, first off, measles. How many children in Texas died because they were not vaccinated?
He is on the Epstein files.
How do you know that? Do you have access to the files?
I do not.
And another easy fact check. Wow. It's like it's a 3-word fact check. Do you have access to the files? 5 words, right? So her word was no. There are 6 words to do an easy fact check on these people.
I do
So
not.
another claim you're making that you can't back up.
You go, and you can see him hanging out with Epstein since the 80s.
He also
Okay. Do you understand the difference between hanging out with a New York real estate guy as another New York real estate guy and being on files relating to an island? You context people.
banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago and all of his golf courses and all of his properties.
Mar-a-Lago has a bunch and a lot of illegal aliens working under Trump.
Oh, changing the topic after you just got fact checked. I've never seen a Democrat do that before.
Your phone out. Let's call ICE.
What? Call ICE?
Yeah. Let's call ICE. Let's get them out of here.
Yeah, you just said that there's illegal aliens at Mar-a-Lago, and that if somebody who hires illegal aliens can be arrested, then you should automatically want Trump arrested or impeached, right? So then you would want to call ICE on somebody who's hiring illegal aliens if you can evidently prove that. But since you can't prove that and you just have silly opinions, then you should maybe just keep your mouth shut.
They won't go to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, I bet you they
No,
would.
they won't.
Try it. Call ICE and give
The FBI sure did.
them a free tip.
Give me the number.
Just Google it. ICE. ICE hotline.
Ask her what ICE actually stands for. You think they know what ICE actually stands for? I don't think they do. Or they'd have to let me think about it.
So you want those immigrants to be deported, right?
I do not.
So, but you're going to call ICE on them.
I don't think it's right that Trump is going around and putting these illegals in cages when he has got so many on his own property.
What proof do you have for that? What proof do you have for that?
If you go on anywhere.
I probably asked you for proof on 5 of your claims and you can't give it to me at all. I'm going to let you look this up. I'm going to talk to other people here because they deserve my services as well. So when you've got that, you come back to me, okay? They're pinching and touching my security guard, and they're about to see what happens when you don't stop.
By this man with the big muscles. He's a puppy.
Comment below
There's the Spurger again. The Spurger's back. The Spurger's back.
if you think Dave has big muscles.
This man abuses women. He abused me with that big muscle arm.
Is that a fantasy?
The arm. Squeeze me, pinch me. I did not pinch you.
Oh, she just wanted to get a little grab. Trump-owned property employed undocumented workers.
So he touched your sign as your sign was being pushed toward him. You actually pinched him without his consent.
For years. And what's your source?
What?
What's your source?
What do you mean, what's my source?
This woman has no clue how to back up
What's my source?
any of her claims. I know. What source is that?
Oh, well, it's PBS since now he got rid of it because he doesn't want facts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Apparently neither do you, because you can't give me any of them.
He on PBS and CNN and all that because they give out the real facts.
Well, if you are reading PBS, you should have the real facts. Have a good day. It was wonderful talking to you. And yeah, I have no clue. That's right. So they are leaving. They are clocking out 11:30 sharp. This protest went from 10 to 11:30. It is 11:30.
They got to go get their lunch at the seniors.
And they are done for the day. They are not working
Not making fun of older people, but you know what I mean.
overtime here. Do not expect them to work more than what they're getting paid for. Absolutely. How much you got paid today? Do not do that. They actually signed an NDA with the big organizations, probably, George. Huh?
How much do you get paid?
Depends on the ad revenue.
You need a new job.
I'm not sure if you're his type.
I think you're not either. Look at you, fatty.
I'm fat. Okay. All right. We have toddlers Boring stuff here. All right.
As a, you can see the
This
background.
banana is a burner less lethal launcher. People would be
In the background, the large police officer, traffic cop, I think. Anyway, that was funny. That was funny. Check out Liberty Hangout if you haven't done it already there.
Imagine this banana is a burner less lethal launcher.
Check that out. She's doing a great job there. And I got to figure out why I can't get a quality signal out of these things here.
Real isn't perfect. Real isn't always easy. Real is brave and
playlist
doesn't play it
there.
safe. It takes guts and spontaneity. Real is owning it. And
Do you know how to swim? We'll
Already saw that one. There's deleting the ones that are there. Anyway, I think you guys probably had a good day. I appreciate CNN. Is that the real facts? Exactly. It's just like how mixed up in the head you have to be to sort of understand that these places or whatever that do that. I hope they watch that Jennings guy or whatever. Is he on CNN or MSNBC? Whatever, when he just kind of destroys their arguments. You should watch more of that particular CNN show. Anyway, guys, I've been on for about an hour and a half here. Actually, 1 hour and 28 minutes and almost 29 minutes. So we'll stay ahead here another minute here. I shall 30 seconds to close the channel. So we'll be in under another 30 seconds here, just to make it a solid hour and a half for the heck of it. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done it already. Most of you guys probably have. Thank you for watching over on Twitter and Twitch over there also. Should I come back on a little bit later today? I probably will. I wonder if there's, not that you guys want to be rated with only 3 people over to another channel, but I'd just like to see if anybody else is hanging out there. Yeah, my buddy Emmett and Spyro doing his thing. No. Here, if you want to watch, let's see, he's probably just talking about some. No, I don't like that. Spyro's probably doing tech stuff. Boring stuff. No, I can't find anybody doing anything fun and exciting for you out there right now. But anyway, hopefully you guys do good. Let me send you out here with a song here.